So we're back with another blog, and today's episode with dealing with the DVX200 is audio. And as important as video is, and you get an incredible picture with 4K DCI true cinema 4K footage with this camera, the audio is all important too. And so I thought I'd take the opportunity to explain some of the reasons why I chose the pieces that I added to my rig for good audio. So right off the bat, the shotgun mic that I'm using is Sennheiser's the K6 or the ME66 add-on as well for it. So I like this microphone because for under $1,000 it is broadcast quality at its best, and it's not terribly heavy. Compared to its older brother, which is I think like 20 years old. I'm not sure of the model off the top of my head, but it's around $2,000 I believe, weighs 3 times as much. But this one is a kind of a kit where you add on the amp piece and you put in a AA battery. And I like it because I'm not using power off my camera. I make sure that I put in a battery at the very beginning of my shoot, and at the end of the shoot, I toss it because I'm that crazy. So I want to make certain that I'm not going to lose sound. Everybody has that horror story. They think they've maybe just almost plugged in the cable in for their mic, and with smaller cameras I used to use, it would be that 1/8 inch plug, and you thought it was in all the way, and you got nothing. So fortunately that hasn't happened on a paid job, but again, this is a great microphone for the price, and it's goes right here. And what I like about the the great thing about the DVX is the fact that I can actually plug right in the front an XLR input. So I've got a very short coiled cable that I can plug in right here, and it takes up absolutely no room, and it doesn't flop around, and is isolated so there is no noise coming off this cable assembly. And I can run and jump and it's not going to go clunk, clunk, clunk at all. So, and there's even clips on the side if I had extra cable, if I wanted to make it so it's completely safe. You want to tighten this down a little bit. Some of the other things that I would definitely look at for using for audio for this camera is the Sennheiser EMG EW100 series, the G3 wireless system. I use with these the lithium batteries because they literally will last me a whole season. I had these from last year, and they've got like 70% power, and I used them for like half a dozen jobs at the end of last year. So what you would do is you would put this on to the front here, and you can use the included microphone, and this is a really nice mic because it's got a lot of isolation. If you go off axis, you're not going to hear anything, but if the person's, and that's a good thing too and a bad thing, because you have to tell people at the beginning with this particular microphone, the G3 series mic that comes with it, which is absolutely stupid easy to use because you just turn it on and they work. And I like that the power button for this unit is inside, and there's no way somebody's going to accidentally turn it off. And it lasts quite a while. So this has got a great, when you're on access, it isolates everybody else, and it's really good sound. As well with this kit, it comes with the Sennheiser Lav kit. And always keep your microphone for this kit in the bag, because these microphones are going to pick up dirt. Any little piece of dirt, if it's iron or moisture, is going to ruin your microphone. So take care of them. Don't leave them on the ground. Don't leave them on the ground. So again, the G3 wireless lav kit, you would just plug into here. Here's the XLR cable would go into the back because you've got that extra plug here, and that would just plug into the side up at the top. And sorry. and you can screw it down, and you've got a complete solution. Now you've got redundancy in the fact that you can pick up with your shotgun, and it's going to be, you can pick a person out of the crowd because it's very isolated with the shotgun. As well, you've got a lav mic on an officiant or another person that's giving a speech, and you've got total redundancy and excellent sound quality in two completely different methods. So that gives you creative freedom with the audio, as well as really good professional sound. And you're only spending maybe $16, $18, $100 for this kind of kit. I prefer Sennheiser. Another thing that you need to use, it's not good enough to simply listen to your audio or look at your audio waveform and say, yeah, I'm in between -12 and -6 and I'm not popping up to 0 at all. You need to listen to your sound, so you need a good pair of headphones. One of the brand I prefer, again, Sennheiser product, the AG-D280 Pro Series, because their impedance is 64 ohm. So it's good for a low power unit, being able to get very good flat reference sound quality without needing a lot driving from it. So it's not going to take a lot of power away from the DVX unit as well. So for listening to making sure that everything sounds good, you need to have a set of headphones. As well, other little pieces that I would recommend, absolutely, if you're going to be shooting out with the DVX200, while they've done incredible things to improve the color fidelity in firmware updates, 1.51 being the latest one, which is very color accurate with the respective new scene 1 to 6 profiles. But I also make it a point to custom white balance every single time that I use the unit. You know, your custom white balance button is at the front, and it just takes a second to do it. Again, other things that I would recommend, definitely when I can't plug an XLR into my camera because maybe I've got them taken up because you have only two, backup. I would have an extra source. You can use the mics on this, but I prefer, you can always just plug a nice little microphone like this into the XLR of an H4n Zoom, and you've got incredible sound. So right there, H4n, you can get them probably used now. There's newer models, about $400 or $500 tops. Used probably maybe $250. A good mic, you're looking at under $200, and you've got really good sound. So remember that it's not just picture quality. Your ability to tell a story, it's key that you keep control of your sound. As you control the color, and you've got all these options with painting with color, with the scene files now that come with the DVX200, and now we have wonderful tools that can help us as well paint with sound and capture sound in a variety of different ways that will immerse us in our environment. Anyhow, just a few points today. Certainly take a look at my other videos that will be coming in the future. I plan to talk more about how I'm going to be using the DVX200 in shooting on set.